I was scrolling through Pinterest, minding my own business, when BAM! This ridiculously sexy ceiling smacked me in the face. And I was like, wait, I think I know how to model that in Revit. So I tested it out, first using massing with splines, and then ChatGPT told me it's also possible with sweeps too. So now you're about to learn both ways. When you first open Revit, we are clicking on New Model. The template we're using is not here, so we are browsing the folder and looking for Default. Click Open and OK. We are now in Revit. Now we're making some reference plane. The button is on the most right. Just make one just long enough, and we are naming it as number 1. Now copy the reference plane and place it far away to the north. Because Revit is a smart software, it's gonna name the second reference plane as number 2. Next is the fun part. Go to Massing and Side tab, click on Show Mass, Form and Floors. This will allow us to see the mass models. Next, click on In Place Mass, name it whatever you want. Okay, we are going to click on Set Work Plane over here. Choose the name Reference Plane number 1 on the drop down. And we are drawing on the south elevation. Make sure the work plane shows. We are modeling with splines and just trying to replicate the shape. Remember that I don't have to be perfect because I'm just doing a tutorial. If you're doing it for a project, of course you'd want it to look good, right? Once you're done, we are going to set the work plane into reference plane number 2. Now, I'm just copying my first drawing but with a little offset. Why don't we just copy paste it or draw on the existing splines, you might ask? Well, it's because I tried and it didn't work. Let me know if you guys found a better way though. Once done, we are going to the 3D view and selecting the second spline drawing and going back to south elevation. Now, using the arrow keys, just align it to the first drawing. Done. Now go back to 3D view, select all of them and click on Create Form and Finish Mass. Ignore the warning. Go to Architecture tab and select Wall. We are placing the wall on the mass by using pick faces over here. Click on the mass and there you go. Of course, if you want to change the thickness of the wall, you can just do that by using Edit type. But I'm going to keep mine this way for tutorial purposes. Next, set the view to shaded. Now, why is the wall textured? It's because the mass is visible in the wall, so we are going to turn it off. Apparently, it's still there, so we are just gonna hide it by element. Next, we are cutting the wall with voids. Go to the Architecture tab, click on Component, Model in Place, choose Generic Model. I'm naming it Void. Click on Extrusion and go to Level 1. We are drawing rectangles that are cutting the wall. Okay, that's enough for now. Click on the check mark. Now go to 3D view and we are clicking this arrow to drag it up above the wall. Now is cutting time. But it didn't work, of course, because we didn't draw a void. Don't worry, just select the extrusions, go to the Property tab, and then change this to void. Now we can cut the wall. Very nice. Now I'm just going to add a floor. That's one way to do it with mass. The second way is the sweep option. So go to Architecture tab, click on Component. We are modeling in place. Choose Generic Models, name it whatever you want. Click on Sweep and set the work plane. Choose Reference Plane number 1 and go to South Elevation again. Click on the Modify Sweep ribbon. Click Sketch Path and make sure you can see the work plane. We are drawing with splines again. To turn off Auto Snap while drawing, use the shortcut SO. Once done, we are editing the face profile. Click on Edit Profile, go to 3D View for now. That's the work plane we are drawing at. Click on this green box button to draw it perpendicular to the work plane. I'm just drawing a rectangle. Click OK, click OK. Now, if this error happens, don't worry, we can fix it. Go to Modify Sweep, and we are changing the sketched path because it didn't work. I'm just dragging this out so it's wider. Let's see if it's fixed. Voila, it's fixed. Now, because it's a sweep, it stops here at an angle, so I'm just going to nudge it down to hide the angle. I'm extending the floor. Now, because this is an extrusion model, I can copy this, but not with the copy tool. We are smarter than that, so we are using the array tool. Choose Move to Second, change the number to as many as you want. Now set the distance you prefer, and Revit does the work for us. I'm going to extend the floor again to put a camera. When we go to 3D view, it's gonna look sick as heck. I'm going to level 1 again and putting a camera. Let's set the view to realistic and walk through it just for fun. Now, the good thing about these two methods is they are parametric, so you can change the materials. For the mass method, you can change the wall material by Edit Type. For the sweep method, you can change the material by clicking on Edit in Place on the Generic Model ribbon up here. Looking at the Properties tab, under the Materials and Finishes here, you can change the material. Now, I personally like the sweep method more because I can change the profile shape into whatever I want. Whether you're team massing or team sweep, now we've got 2 ways to model those juicy faults. If you learned something or your brain has melted slightly, please drop a like and let me know what crazy form I should try next. Until then, stay inspired, stay dramatic, and always test the stuffs that make you go, wait, I can do that on Revit?